Hello friends, my name is Jyoti and I am assistant professor in School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now in the series of video lecture of sales and retail management, our next topic is retail sales technique and promotion. As the name itself refers promotion, and you must have heard about the term promotion, that whatever the things the company wants to obtain through the medium of the customer, but how customers become aware about the things that you want to deliver, and you want to obtain. So it is one of the element through which a company basically gives information about the things that they are offering to the customers, and as soon as the customers become aware about the offerings that you are going to offer them, they just started purchase the product if the product is of their need. So obviously, if we talk about retailers or retailing, promotion is also very important aspect as per retailers. So in this video lecture, we just I'll just try to make you people understand about the promotional aspects and the sales promotional aspects of retail outlet that the retailer wants to achieve, or that retailer wants to do in the particular store. So the first introduction part, that is retail promotion. What do you mean by retail promotion? As this word is made of two words, promotion and retail. Retail means somehow a person or activities involved related to retailing, and promotion word means to promote something, or to promote something simply means to promote the retail outlet or the retailing activities that the retailer wants to communicate to the customer. So we can broadly define retail promotion is all those communication tools or the communication that informs the customers about the products and services that the retailer is going to offer to them, and also to persuade them and to remind them from time to time, so that they just aware about the availability of the assortment or the merchandise in the particular store. And by doing this particular act of this particular task, the retailer wants to obtain the profit aspect, or obtain the its objective obtain the objective part that the retailer wants to obtain. Next, means obviously a retailer wants to do promotion or wants to give information about the offerings or about the assortment to the customers, but obviously before doing so, before involving in the work of promotion, there must be a planning. So obviously before implementing, there must be a plan done by the retailer. So how retail promotional strategy is being planned by the retailer? So these are the steps, these are the strategies which are followed by the retailers in order to give information about the assortment or the offerings of the available in the particular store. Like the first one is determining promotional objectives, second is establishing a promotional budget, selecting the promotion mix, implementing the promotion mix, reviewing and revising promotion program. So we just start the first strategy, that is determining promotional objective. Means in this context, the retailer firstly decide what objective he or she wants to achieve with a particular promotional programs, whether the retailer is going to give information about the new establishment or the availability of the assortment that he or she is going to offer, or the objectives like to increase the sales, to give information about the certain scheme, certain offers to the customers, so that the customers behavior can be persuaded or can be influenced in order to purchase the product. So firstly, the retailer has to determine or the fix the objective part, what objective or what thing, what goal the retailer wants to achieve with a particular promotional campaign or particular promotional program. After deciding or determining the objective of doing promotional thing, the second one is establishing a promotional budget. Obviously, whatever the planning done by the company, it must be supported with some financial aspect, or it cannot be completed without involvement of money, a certain amount of money. So whatever the objective determined by the retailer in order to fulfill the objective, the next that objective must be supported by some financial aspect. So, as per the objective that the retailer has decided for their activities, the second thing is just you just decide as retailer the promotional budget, means how much amount you will dispose of in a particular promotional campaign. Means if you want to do some promotional activity, firstly you have to decide the objective part, and as per the objective you have to decide the budget aspect, means the amount of money which you will pay in order to spread the information about the offerings, about your establishment to the customers. Next one is selecting the promotional mix. After deciding the amount of money which should be used for the work of promotion, the next is selection of promotion mix. As the name itself refers that mix, promotion mix means obviously it must be a combination of certain elements. In the later slides we will discuss how many types of elements come under promotion mix, but in general we can understand that if we talk about promotion mix, that this concept basically consists of certain types of elements, that is why it is called promotion mix. And if we talk about promotion mix, like elements like advertising, personal selling, publicity, public relation, sales promotion, these are the elements of promotion mix. So, as per the amount of budget, as per the budget that you have decided for a particular promotional campaign, you just decide or you just select it out that which tool you will use in order to spread information about the offerings or about the store to the customers. So, the next action is selecting the promotion mix, means whether you are going to select one particular element like advertising or personal selling or sales promotion, public relation or publicity, or you can go for a combination of all these elements, means whatever the budget that you have fixed or you have determined for your promotional campaign, as per that budget or that amount of money, you just decide the amount, the combination of promotion elements, or the combination of promotion elements, means elements are available under promotion mix. You are free to opt any one of or combination of the elements of promotion mix. So, as per the budget, as per your pocket, as per your affordability, you just select it out different elements of whether you are going to select one or combination of all the elements. It is totally depend on the budget that you are that you have fixed or determined for the promotional aspect. Next is implementing the promotion mix, means now you have decided that I will use the element like advertising. So, advertising requires some type of creative work, means how the particular message will be developed, who will be responsible for developing that particular message, and through which that particular developed message will be communicated to the target audience. So, whatever the elements that you have decided, as per that you just try to implement that promotion mix, means if you are going to opt personal selling element, means how which sales representatives, who will be the sales representative which will be assign the task of communicating information to the customers with face to face, means whatever whatever the element that you have decided or you have selected for the work of promotion, as per that you just implement the promotional mix strategy. Means if you have selected advertising, you just go for creating you will be obviously involved in creating the message aspect and creation of the advertisement, development of the message, development of the content in such a way so that the behavior of the buyer can be influenced, and you will obviously do some tie up with media persons or media organizations, so that through media you can just give it out, give the information about the offering or your establishment to the customers. So, whatever the decision you have taken regarding the selection of one particular element of promotion mix or combination of all the elements of promotion mix, that should be executed, that must be implemented in physical form, in a ready form, so that that particular message or that particular article, that particular advertisement must be presented to the customer, so that a customer become aware about your offerings or whatever the things that you want to give to them. and the last one is reviewing and revising promotional program. Whatever the program that you have decided, whatever the objective that you have decided through a particular advertising campaign or promotional campaign, you just review it out, all the activities that you have conducted, that you have done. So that correction can be done if any loopholes is happening in your overall planning or overall executing part, implementing part. And time to time you have to revise the promotional campaign or the promotional program that you have conducted for achievement of the promotional objective that you are carrying with yourself. So time to time review is being done by the concerned person, or accordingly revision or accordingly some corrective action can be taken in order to fulfill the gap. So these are the steps that must be followed by a retailer while doing or while involving in the work of promotional strategies of the concerned retail outlet. Means just a quick review of all the steps, like determining promotional objectives, whatever the objective that being a retailer you want to obtain, whether you want to give information for the to the customer for the first time about your new establishment, about the assortment, about the availability of the product, and whether you are going to inform customers about your offers, about your discounts, about your different strategies, about your CRM practices, whatever the objective that you are carrying. Firstly you have to decide as a retailer. The second one is establishing a promotional budget. As per the objective, as a retailer you have to decide or select or determine the amount of money which you will dispose of for fulfilling that particular objective. Obviously there are certain methods of promotional budgets, like affordability method, percentage of sales method, and competitive parity method. These are the methods of promotional budget. Affordability method simply means whatever the pocket of the retailer allows. As per the pocket, they can take decision about the investment or about the disposing of the money for the work of promotion. Competitive parity method simply says that as per the competitors, means whatever the amount, whatever the strategies that your competitors have taken in disposing of their amount of money for the promotional work, you will do the same thing. When competitive parity means as per the competitor's strategy, whatever the strategies or whatever the amount they are disposing of in promoting their product, you as a retailer follow the same. So there are different methods of budget determination of the promotional budget. You as retailer are free to opt any one of the method. So as per the objective, you just select it out the method, or as per that you just decide the amount of money which you will dispose of while determining the promotional program of a particular promotional campaign. Next is selection of promotion mix. As I told earlier, the promotion mix obviously is a combination of certain elements. So as per the budget, you just decide which tool or which element you will use in order to spread the information about the offerings, or about your establishment, about your location, about your offerings, whatever the things that you want to give to your you want to communicate to your customers. Next, whatever the elements have been selected, or the elements that you have selected for the work or for the purpose of promotion mix, you just work it out. Means just try to develop the message, try to develop the creative aspect, try to develop the layout aspect, and who will be responsible for all these, and just get by doing all these, by taking care of all these aspects, you just able to implement the physical or the promotional mix, so that that a particular information can be, means that particular advertisement can be presented, that particular thing, that particular aspect or piece of information can be communicated to the concerned customer or to the target audience. And from time to time you have to, being a retailer, you have to review and revise your strategies that you have taken in order to give in order to give or in order to spread the information about the things that you want to do. So these are the steps that must be taken care of by the retailer while involving in the work of promotion. As in previous slide, one word has been mentioned, that promotion mix. means what are the elements that come under promotion mix, and which are the options available for the work of promotion. So, these are basically the options or the elements of promotion mix which can be used by the retailer in order to spread information about the offerings or about the establishment or whatever the retailer want to communicate to its target audience. Like it is a matrix in which there are two aspects like impersonal and personal, and paid and unpaid. Impersonal means there is no any direct or face to face interaction between the manufacturer, between the company and the customer. And if we talk about personal, means there is a physical touch, there is a direct touch available between these two parties. So, what are the elements? Paid and unpaid. Paid means for doing the work of promotion, the company basically gives certain money or certain amount of money to the concern or to the outsider or to the other party who is involved or who help the company in doing the work of promotion. So, it is called paid. And unpaid means there is no amount involvement of any amount of money for the work of promotion, that is why it is called unpaid. And we will understand these four quadrant one by one, like advertising, store atmosphere, visual merchandising and sales promotion. These are the elements that come under paid and impersonal. Like advertising, advertising is basically somehow a particular advertisement that is made by the company in order to communicate to the concerned customer in basically through some media. Means firstly in order to before giving that advertisement or before submitting that advertisement to media, firstly some creative activity should be required, like creation of message and development of message. If the company is able to do, the company just do it out, and if the company do not the companies do not have such type of people who have the expertise, they hire certain outsourcing outside ad agencies which help the company in creating and in developing the message of the concerned product or the offerings that they are offering to them. So, advertising, because the company basically pay to ad agency as well as to media, because through media we as customer, we as target audience get information about any product or service. So, it is paid form. And in personal, simply we as target audience just get that information through media, means we are not getting information through the company, and there are two intermediaries basically involved in that, like company and then ad agency, then media and then target audience. Means as target, or we as target audience do not have the direct interaction or the physical touch with the company. So, it is called, that is why it is called impersonal. So, advertising is basically a paid form and impersonal. Store atmosphere, store atmosphere is basically an entity which does not communicate anything directly to the customers, and in order to establish, in order to set up the atmosphere of the store, the retailer has to dispose of certain amount of money, that is why it is paid form. Visual merchandise, again the same thing, as in order to give a proper display of the availability of the assortment that the retailer has. So, for that purpose the retailer has to dispose of certain amount of money to in this particular aspect. So, it is also a paid form. Sales promotion, sales promotion is basically what some certain type of incentives which are given to the customers for a limited time or period. Means there is also involvement of money, and there is no company is not directly giving to the customers, company is giving these type of benefits or the promotion aspects through some intermediaries, that is why it is called impersonal. The next is personal selling, personal and paid form. Means personal, there is a physical touch, there is a direct touch available between the company representative and the customer. The representative of the company directly interacts with the customer and give information about the offerings or about the things to the customers, that is why it is called personal. And paid form, obviously the company hires suitable candidates, efficient candidates which can fulfill which can help the company in fulfilling the objective of the company. So, it is paid form and personal. Unpaid publicity, publicity is basically unpaid form of promotion. Companies basically does not give money in order to create a publicity or create a popularity among the customer. So, it is called impersonal and unpaid. And word of mouth is basically personal and unpaid. Word of mouth is simply if a customer is satisfied after the offerings or after the things that you are offering to the customers, if they are satisfied, they just spread the positive information about the product and services to the customers, so that automatically promotion is being done by those satisfied customers, and being a company you are not paying them for doing this particular task. So, it is unpaid, and personally means we are directly interacting or directly communicating our experiences or positive or negative experiences to the the next one or to the other persons. That is why it is called personals. We are directly interacting with them and communicating the information, communicating the feedback that we have with the particular offering or with the particular establishment. We just communicate it out to the concern or to the other person. That is why it is called personal. So, these are the different elements of promotion mix. The retailer can go for any one of, or can go for the combination of all these elements in order to spread the information about the offering, or in order to give information about the product to the concerned customer. Okay, the next one is the important element of promotion, that is advertising. As advertising is basically a paid form of communication, and it is non-personal and issued by an identified sponsor. Paid form of communication, as I told earlier, that the company has to give certain amount of money to the concerned ad agency for creation of advertisement as for and for development of the message and development of the advertisement. So, and through media the company just give information or spread information to the target audience. So, the company has to pay a certain amount of money to the ad agency as well as to media. That is why it is called a paid form of communication. Non-personal means there are two intermediaries involved between the company and the target audience, and the company is not directly interacting with them. So, it is non-personal and issued by an identified sponsor, means we as customer, by seeing the advertisement, we are able to know that which company is offering, which retailer is offering this particular the retailer has this particular of assortment. So, whatever the company or whatever the retailer that they are involving, or they are doing the work of advertising, as customers we basically know their names. So, that is why it is called issued by an identified sponsor. So, we can define advertising that it is a paid form of communication and non-personal, and basically done by an identified sponsor. Benefits of retail advertisement, basically advertisement, obviously it is a one of the element of promotion. So, obviously it helps in creating awareness among the customers about the existence, price and availability of products. It educates customers about the product and their diverse used. It increases the utility of existing product, and means whatever the offering or whatever the establishment the retailer has, the overall thing or the overall information related to that, the setup or the offerings or about the offers, those all information must be communicated or is communicated to the customer, so that as customers like us aware about those information, we become influenced, we become persuaded, and just go and just move forward to those particular retail settings. So, these are the benefits of retail advertisements, and these are the steps involved in retail advertisement campaign, like setting advertising objective, allocation of advertising budget, designing advertising message. Means firstly you have to decide the objective aspect, means through advertisement which type of message you want to give to your target audience. As per that you have to decide the amount of money which you will dispose of, and as per that, as per the amount of money, you just decide the message aspects. Means if you have a less amount of budget, you just go for a shorter message, and if you have more, then you can go for a wider message printed on a larger space, and it requires more time. So, as per that you just develop the message, and as per the availability of the budget, you will also go for the selection of different media options. Means if you have lots of money, then you can go for the costlier options, media options available, and if you have less, then accordingly you can take decision regarding the selection of different medias. And whatever the message you have created for the customers, you just give to the customers by running advertising campaign, and at the last you just able to know the or measure the effectiveness of that advertisement, means that advertisement has created impact on customer or not, means if the sales has increased, so somehow that advertising campaign or that promotional elements has worked very beautifully, so that the customer become influenced and resultant in purchase more and more product that resultant in more profit. So, whatever the campaign that you have decided for the work of promotion, you, at the last you just measure the effectiveness of that particular advertisement campaign, so that accordingly you can just take decision regarding going with that particular advertisement or doing some changes, doing some correction, and then regulating, then presenting that advertisement to the customers. So, these are the different media popular media vehicles used in Indian retail, like leaflets, like direct mail, magazines, billboards, wall paintings, banners and mobile phones. We as customers must have known are having this particular information about these media options, through which we as customers just get information about the offerings of whatever we want to obtain. The next element is sales promotion. Sales promotion is simply short term incentives given to basically there are two purposes involved in that: to increase the sales, to promote the sales, and to promote the product as well. So, and these promotional elements, the purpose and the objective, the characteristic is basically these are the short term incentives. Incentives क्यों? Why incentives? Because by paying a certain amount of money, a customer gives additional benefits by purchasing, and these benefits are basically given for a particular or for a limited time period. That is why it is called short time. Objective of sales promotion, this means stop and shop, shop and buy bigger, because we as retailer are giving offers, so we can expect that the customer can buy products in bulk or in big amount. Repeat purchases in order to buy big, and in order to get the benefit of the offers that the retailers are giving, we as retailer are expecting that the customer just repeat the behavior, purchase behavior towards the store, and increasing the number of transactions. Obviously, they, if we are repeating their behavior, it will resultant in increased number of transactions and also increase the size of the average sales. And in store activities as a part of sales promotion, price of packs, premiums, sampling, coupons, buy one get one, multi pack. Sampling means if we as customer, when we sometimes when we go to one retail outlet like Big Bazaar, we see that in certain product category sampling is being done. Just check it out, the taste and flavor of that particular product, and as per you just take decision that whether you will purchase that product or not. So, these are the in store activities as a part of sales promotion. Next is personal selling. Personal selling, as I told earlier, there selling is done by directly interacting with the customer, means the representative of the company directly interacts with the customer and involved in the work of promoting or spreading the information about the offerings or about the establishment of the retailers that they want to communicate to the concerned customer. Types of personal selling means taking the order and getting the order, obviously, and these two types of selling done by certain some salesperson, means in both the types salespersons are involved. So, first order taking salespersons are basically these type of they are involved in these type of activities like setting displays, placing inventory on the shelves, answering simple questions of the customer, means whatever the query the customers are portraying to them, they just solve it out, filling up the order form and ringing up the sales, and basically normally a mix of sales service and some service personnel on the floor. And second one is order getting salesperson, means these salespersons are basically involved in the work of persuading or informing or taking and closing the sale activity, and they also expect some repeat purchases from the customer. Other tool of promotion like public relation and publicity. Public relation, by maintaining the relationship with different publics like internal and external. Internal means the employees of the organization, and external means the different stakeholders which are somehow directly or indirectly related to you. So, you just try to maintain relationship with them, and accordingly they will help you out in spreading the information or the positive word of mouth about your retail establishment or the offerings to the customers. And the next is publicity. Publicity, it can be the outcome of the word of mouth, means if one customer is satisfied after using your after experiences or your retail establishment or your offerings that you have as retailer. So, they just give a positive word of mouth, that they spread the information. So, automatically that your retail establishment become popular and publicity will be created. So, these are the different tools of promotion available as among available in front of you as retailer. So, you just take it out, or you just take decision regarding the selection of the element of promotion mix, whether you will use one element or a combination of element. And these things are taken care of by retailer while doing while involving in the work of promotion. Like retailer's location will help determine the target area of promotion. High sales of means, whether if you are doing the promotional aspect, you will expect a high level of traffic in your store, and short term cash or short term sales should be increased, and automatically you will expect a long term sales after doing certain promotional activities in your store. And obviously promotional aspects somehow help you out in attaching with the attaching the behavior of yours with the store. So, these things must be taken care of by the retailer, and these are the promotional guidelines that retailer should pay attention on these guidelines, and after going through these guidelines they just do the work of promotion. Like whatever the promotion that you are doing, that must be consistent with the image of the store, and you just use different types of appeals in persuading the behavior of the customer, so that they just come to your store and just do some purchases. And as a retailer, you just work on the locational aspect, means you display aspects, or you should invest a high promotional budget in order to give, or in order to bring customers towards your retail establishment, that somehow help you out in fetching more and more profit from these activities. So, you just taken care, you as a retailer just taken care of these guidelines while involving the work of promotion. And these are the references if you want to get more information. So, these are the references of the books in which you will get the detailed information about the things that I have explained in this particular video lecture. So, thank you.